Natürlich der Graf. Oder Child, oder wie man hier nennt. Child heißt der, glaube ich, da. Nein, Child heißt er eigentlich, aber hier heißt er der Graf. Warum auch immer.
Wowee! What a huge hall! Paimon's never seen such a fancy place before.
Oh. Was geht ab, Alter? Ich bin da.
Be at ease, you two. Make yourselves at home if you wish.
Can we really?
I have invited you two here as friends. And when friends come over to play, our enjoyment comes first.
Das da drüben,
Naturally.
das da drüben ist.
Whoa! Isn't this that legendary wall?
Why, you've kept your ear to the ground, I see.
That's because even the storytellers are talking about it. Everyone's after a piece of paper from that wall. It's super famous.
That's because that wall records Leo's secrets. Merchants have always been attracted to secrets. But the secrets of the mercantile world are of no interest to you, are they, traveler? You're rather special, really, and I think you're quite aware of that. If possible, I'd like to have your trust. But if you were to choose the more trustworthy person between myself and Kuching...
Also zwischen deinem Glauben und ihrem Nicht-Glauben.
You'd pick Kuching? Nah, I had a feeling. I originally thought her a bit too hard-headed. With someone of her character on the Qixing, I've had some extra messes to clean up behind the scenes. But after she said those words, the time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Liyue Qixing don't want to face that truth, then what future is there for Liyue? Well, I must say that quite a few of my doubts have been dispelled. I won't deny that Rex Lapis's passing seems advantageous to us. But, for Liyue's sake, we cannot allow ourselves to be shackled by rumors of our usurpation of power.
Ich nehme an, dass die Fatui mit diesem Gerücht etwas zu tun haben.
Indeed. It seems that you understood what I meant to say from the very beginning. I called for the gag order and for the exuvia to be hidden to temporarily stabilize the situation, and also to prevent something similar to the incident in Mondstadt. With Rex Lapis's death, the Fatui have busied themselves with many clandestine actions beyond their diplomatic remit. As the Tianquan, one responsible for Liyue, I cannot be too concerned with appearances when opposing them. Allowing the rite of parting to take place was also meant to buy some time for us to take control of Liyue's administration.
It's exactly as Zhongli said. The Qixing only provided the venue for their rite so they could use us for their own ends. Wait, that's right. Speaking of ends, could I say one other thing?
Of course.
Paimon's heard that anyone who sends a greeting gift gets a little something in return. So, does that include us?
Also wirklich, Paimon, ist das nicht etwas forsch?
It's all right. I like direct people. Well, we have made quite a bit of trouble for you recently. How about this? You can pick any one object here as you please, and you may take it with you.
Yay! Paimon was just waiting for you to say that. Let's see, what should we get? One of the sheets on that wall. Don't look at Paimon like that. One of these sheets of paper will sell for crazy prices, even if it's only as large as Paimon's fingernail. Just imagine how much more a whole untorn sheet would sell for. Let's grab one, the biggest one.
Ist das dein Scheiß Ernst, Mann?
Huh? Well, that was an easy search. The biggest sheet is right up there in the most obvious spot. Let's go with that one. La 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 la. Let's see what's written on it. Huh? There's a place marked with a circle on here. Oh, could it be treasure? Whatever it is, it better make us filthy rich. Let's see what's what's written over here.
Oh, Paimon.
Sigil of permission, something, something, Fatui, research, copy. Huh? Aw, that doesn't sound like treasure at all. This piece of paper shows that a Qixing spy discovered traces of classified Fatui research on the Sigil of Permission. Oh, Ningguang did say that the Fatui have been up to all kinds of mischief in the shadows of Liyue, spreading rumors, wanting to get their hands on the Archon's body and whatnot. But research on the Sigil of Permission? Paimon wonders what they're up to. Speaking of which, there's also some connection between you and the Sigil of Permission. Seems there's still more for us to find out.
Ningguang versucht offensichtlich uns dorthin zu führen.
Oh, you really think so?
Also, die steht 5 Meter daneben.
Well, should we not go then?
Nein, was ich meine ist...
Oh, so you're saying that it's precisely because we can't completely trust Ningguang that we should confirm the truth of what she says for ourselves. That's way out of Paimon's league. Paimon thinks she's been nothing but good to us. Anyway, we'll see if you're onto something. Before we look for Zhongli at Dihua Marsh, let's go to the place marked out on these papers and see if the Fatui really are up to no good there.
Alter Paimon. Bräuche von Liebe. Sekretärin des Jadegemachs. Auf dem Papierschnee markieren. Da hinten. Wolkenmeer. Okay. Ich hoffe, die knallen mir da keinen. Jetzt darfst du... Warte mal. Die Richtung? Ah. Greif mich an!
Have a taste of this.
Dankeschön. Oh, da hinten ist einer von den Viechern. Wir tauschen mal die Babsi aus.
Need to end a few.
There really were Fatui at the location written down on this
Oh, warte.
paper. And they look really mad at us too. Nice and spicy.
Come on. Yeah. Brace yourself. This is gonna hurt. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Die halten viel zu viel aus, nach meiner Meinung.
You're mine. You shouldn't let your guard down. This isn't good.
That
Was ist da drin? Da oben. Ah, scheiße, nicht schon wieder so einer.
Like royal decree.
Oh, jetzt ist da nochmal einer. Und jetzt? Sieh dir die Forschung in der Fatui an. Böse Fatui. Ja, ihr wusst doch von Anfang an, Alter, dass hier nichts ist.
There are so many talismans here. And some stacks of blank paper too. What are they for?
Sieht aus, als würden sie das Muster auf dem Talisman kopieren.
Paimon's seen this pattern before. But where? Oh, Paimon knows! It looks just like the sigil of permission the child gave you. But how did a relic of your death die end up in the hands of someone like Child?
Es ist nicht nur eine Reliquie.
Suspicious. Oh, that's right. Cloud Retainer said that when the Lord of Geo created the sigil of permission, it wasn't to be used as some old relic. Talismans like that were once used in the Archon War to channel divine powers. Maybe the Fatui are copying the sigil of permission in hopes of achieving a similar effect. Being able to channel divine power in battle? Whew, that sounds pretty dangerous.
Offenbar führen die Fatui definitiv etwas im Schilde.
And the plot thickens. We'll need to keep an eye on Child, that's for sure. Alright, that's enough sticking around here. We gotta go meet up with Zhongli soon. The last stop on our rite of parting preparations tour is Dihua Marsh. Let's go! Paimon hates being late.
Das war's jetzt? Ich dachte, wir sollen uns im Moor treffen. Ah, nein, der ist ja da oben. Hey, steh mal auf, Alter.
By royal
Shouldn't let your guard down.
Genau einmal hat er mich jetzt erwischt, der Hund. Das ist doch eine längere Story, als ich gedacht habe. Ich dachte, ich komme in den Jade-Palast hoch, mache irgend noch was, mache ein bisschen was und das war's dann.
Right on time. I myself only arrived moments ago. Did you enjoy your visit to the Jade Chamber?
It was so big and pretty and expensive. Paimon's never seen such a fancy schmancy place before.
Indeed. It's second to none in all of Liyue. Then you met with Ningguang, I trust? What did you talk about with her?
She's super rich and so generous. Paimon thinks she's very friendly.
Jeder, der Geschäfte macht, kann freundlich sein.
Yeah, his take on Ningguang is quite different from Paimon's. He thinks that even the tactless Yuheng is more trustworthy than her.
Oh. So you also met with Keqing then? What did she have to say?
She said the time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Liyue Qixing don't want to face that truth, then what future is there for Liyue?
No respect for the divine. Indeed, contrary to the ever-bold Keqing, Ningguang is more of a businesswoman at heart. Though they are both members of the Qixing. Although she's friendly, there's no way of clearly discerning her true intentions.
Ningguang hat ihre eigenen Ziele.
Yes, she has only relied on herself to rise to her current position. No ordinary person could ever achieve that. It's said that she's the one behind the constant expansion of the Jade Chamber. It's the second most important thing to her. Even if she ever gave up the position of Tianquan, she would never give up the Jade Chamber.
The Jade Chamber is only second. What's the most important thing to her then?
Why, Mora, of course.
Das macht Sinn.
All Ningguang talked about was the Fatui this and the Fatui that. She said that after Rex Lapis was murdered, the Fatui have constantly been trying to sink their fingers into Liyue, and that they aren't to be trusted.
That is how the Fatui have always been. It doesn't surprise me in the least.
Und jetzt versuchen sie den Passierschein zu kopieren.
No matter what they may be planning, you must be careful when dealing with the Fatui. Always be on your guard.
So, is there anything we need to get for the rite of parting in Dihua Marsh?
Yes, as a matter of fact, there is. Today, we'll be gathering wild glaze lilies.
Glaze lilies? But why did we come all the way out here? Doesn't the garden in Yujing Terrace have some? Even Qingsa Village has glaze lilies. Oh, right! Paimon remembers that Madame Ping is always tending to flowers. Maybe we could ask her.
No. Those lilies have all been gardened by people. They won't do it all. Dihua Marsh used to be full of glaze lilies. It is a sort of joyful flower that listens to human song. Before the Archon War, Dihua Marsh was all dry land and fertile soil. But the war caused landslides, and the land was flooded, turning it into the marsh you see now. Nearly all the glaze lilies were wiped out. Of course, there are some kinds of flowers that have been preserved and gardened by people in the city. But very few people know that glaze lilies may still be found in the wild. Wild glaze lilies have the strongest fragrance. If we want to follow the true tradition of the rite of parting, we must grind up the wild lilies and place the powder in a censer of everlasting incense. But I'll need your assistance in gathering these flowers.
Also brauchst du mich zum Singen? Du willst, dass ich sie pflücke?
No, I need you to sing to them. Singing to the flowers will make them more fragrant.
What?
So how good is your singing?
Ich kann ein bisschen singen.
Really? Why doesn't Paimon believe you?
We'll only know once he starts singing.
Why? Ich muss singen? Bist du bescheuert? Nimm mal die Zuckerblume mit. Jetzt bin ich gespannt.
It's time to sing whenever you're ready.
Ach je.
Da 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 da.
Aha.
Flowers are jumping. They look really angry. Is it because you sang a song for Mondstadt that they don't understand here, Lear?
Riptide! Back off!
Nice and spicy.
Eyes on me!
Was war das jetzt?
Those weren't glaze lilies. Glaze lilies wouldn't hit people.
Unerwartete Feinde.
This little monster is known as a whopper flower. Strange. These petals look interesting. The glaze lilies used as a disguise were buried with the whopper flower for too long. The result seems to have surprisingly potent medicinal value. Let's collect what we can of these petals.
Well, that's nice and all, but will those petals be useful for the rite of parting?
Unfortunately, no.
That's so lame.
Excuse me.
Äh,
Are you searching for glaze lilies?
Oh, hey, it's... What's-her-face? Paimon can't remember.
die ist Ganyu.
Hello, traveler. I'm surprised you still remember my name. Ah, that reminds me. How was your visit to the Jade Chamber?
Well, it sure would have been better if you told us how to get up there.
Warte, ich muss kurz gescheit hinhocken.
Didn't I tell you the way? Surely I did.
Nope, we found the way on our own.
Ja, einfach hast du es also nicht für nötig gehalten.
Oh, I see. Uh-oh. I guess I really did forget to tell them.
Something seems a little off about Ganyu. She's acting different from the first time we met. Where's her serious attitude now?
Ah, well, I met you at that time as an emissary of the Tianquan. But now, I am simply out on a stroll to see the flowers.
You came all the way out here to see the flowers? Why not just enjoy the gardens of the city?
Yujing Terrace is where Rex Lapis parted from this world. If I strolled through those lonely gardens now, I wouldn't be able to bear it. Whenever my duties take me near Yujing Terrace these days, I draw the windows to block my view of the gardens.
Oh, sorry. We shouldn't have brought it up.
No, it's quite all right. I just haven't processed my emotions yet. When the Archon War came to its end 2,000 years ago, the first iteration of the Seven would gather in Liyue and drink with Rex Lapis. But 5 of those original 7 had already passed before Rex Lapis. It's truly a changing of the guard.
Das heißt also?
Yes. Now that the spirit of Rex Lapis has returned to the heavens, only Barbados of Mondstadt remains of the first 7. The other 5, including Inazuma's Raiden Shogun, are no longer the same friends from 2,000 years ago. Of the current 7 Archons, the youngest is Sumeru's god of Dendro. He is merely 500 years old, whereas Rex Lapis was more than 6,000 years old at the time of his passing. This means that Liyue had been under Rex Lapis's rule from the moment it was first founded 3,700 years ago. The city has never had to bid farewell to its deity.
So what do you think of this farewell?
Huh? This is a little sudden. As a mortal, I've never dared to imagine a Liyue without Rex Lapis. But as an Adeptus, I think I will eventually come to grips with reality. Since Rex Lapis has passed, the time of Liyue's contract with the gods and Adepti has now reached its end.
Huh? Did you just say, as an Adeptus?
Yes, I am a mix of human and Chilean. Adeptus blood flows through my veins. I fought for Rex Lapis and the city of Liyue during the Archon War. After the war ended, I signed a contract with Rex Lapis and took the position as secretary for the Qixing. I've continued those duties to this very day.
Das alles erklärt die Hörner.
Well, let's save that conversation for another day. You say that you are here looking for glaze lilies? I also know where wild glaze lilies can be found. See, I've just picked one myself. Here, you may have it if you wish.
We dare not refuse it.
Oh, so did you sing a song before you picked the lily?
Indeed, I did. I know this tradition well. In fact, I sang a local Liyue ballad to it.
Wow, so you really know your stuff, too. Thanks, Ganyu.
No, it is you who I should be thanking. If not for this chance meeting, I never thought that I would be able to contribute to the upcoming farewell for our ancient lord. If you would excuse me, I should return to my work now. Good luck.
And that just about does it. Our preparations for the rite of parting are mostly finished. Given the ease of picking glaze lilies, I think this was a fitting end to our tasks, in more ways than one.
Zongling ist der richtige Mann für die landwirtschaftliche Entwicklung.
Yeah, Paimon can already imagine him starting a business in Liyue.
I've had enough ventures in my life already. Beginning a new undertaking is always difficult at first, and requires no small amount of effort. And once business is at full steam, the stress of it all only wears away at you over time. So you must be careful to take the time to step back and re-examine yourself. If left unchecked, the wear and tear on your heart may go well past mending.
Wow. See, Zhongli sounds like he's already seen it all. Alright, I think it's about time we head back to Liyue Harbor now.
Wilde Glaslilie. Zack. Zack. $14,80. Aktion. Das müssten wir eigentlich auch noch machen. Kriegen wir 20. Stimmt, sie könnte man hier ausprobieren, ne? Was hatten sie? Nix. Scheinbar keine Waffe, die hat so ein Juwel. Ja, wisst ihr was, bevor wir jetzt das nächste Mal weitermachen, bedanke ich mich an der Stelle bei euch fürs Zuschauen. Und ich hoffe, wir sehen uns wieder in der nächsten Folge von Genshin Impact. Scheinbar ist diese Mission auf jeden Fall noch länger. Ich dachte eigentlich, wir wären in einer Stunde fertig oder so. Was ist jetzt los? Warum bin ich geschockt? Hä? Wenn ich laufe, ist nix. Okay, hier ist immer noch Strom scheinbar, auch wenn man es nicht sieht. Oh, warte, ich sehe da was. Okay, jetzt aber. Also, ich bedanke mich bei euch fürs Zuschauen. Macht's gut. Bis zum nächsten Mal. Servus.